so that even if you, dare I say, like you were the lottery winner that I aspire to be, I still think going to an office every single week, every single month, you just get bored with it. You'd have to take a shower, you'd have to do your hair. You're like, well, if I'm gonna be out, I might as well go to the grocery store, run other errands. Who has time for any of that? Well, now you're gonna be able to get the same results that microneedling patients have been afforded all across the country, but now do it safely and effectively in the comfort of your home for truly a fraction of the price. I remember the first time my dermatologist recommended that I get something like this done. He's like, I'll give you a great price one time, but then it's full price every other single time because you get hooked. You're like, wait a second, my skin's never looked better. What do you mean that's almost 4 figures? It's depressing. But then I got this when it was a today's special value, and now you get to take advantage everything that you need, from the exclusive body roller, which you're only finding here, to the facial contour roller, which you're seeing there. You're getting a little bottle. It'll help sanitize with it. You'll add alcohol to it. You're getting the facial prep pads. You're getting the hand prep pads, and so much more. It adds up to a $291 value that you get to bring home for $189. And I'll say this, if you go to BeautyIQ.com right now, you can get half the amount of product with just the facial roller, and it's actually $10 more expensive.
I know, it's crazy.
I don't know how we work that, but I'm not here to argue, because I literally said tonight, I was like, excuse me, I didn't even know there was a body roller. What do you mean? My life was forever changed, and so now I will be learning along with you. If you'd like to go ahead and place your order, BeautyIQ.com is a great way to go. It's a 353532. Our theme tonight is You Glow Girl. But honestly, that's going to be just one fragment of what we talk about with this incredible technology. Joining us tonight is Jamie O'Banion. She, of course, is a part of the fiercely female-powered group that brought us microneedling. It's so excited to finally meet you and obviously your whole family.
This is my first BeautyIQ moment, and it has been so much fun because it is about empowerment.
Yes.
And it is 2019, and our whole hashtag right now is 2019 Skin.
Yes.
Because the reality is we're either getting a day older,
yes,
right? Or we're doing something proactively that takes seconds a day to guarantee, I like to call it almost skin insurance, that you're halting the aging process and not just staving it off, but actually rewinding time. And for me, given growing up in this industry, that's the most exciting thing, because as you said earlier, addictive.
Yes.
You see the results, you want to keep doing it, and it's a treatment that you do 3 times a week for a minute, less time than it takes to sing happy birthday twice.
Yes.
And the results that you see are phenomenal, and we'll show you an image of my father, Dr. Terry James, who is world-renowned as the inventor of microneedling technology that we introduced first in the medical space over a decade ago. And I'm going to just call out the elephant in the room. It does not hurt.
No, it doesn't.
This tool, that's part of our patent.
I am a baby, and I cry often at pain. You got this.
I'm telling you. I mean, the results are so good, you would do it even if it was uncomfortable, but that's part of our patent. You can see, not patent pending, this is the original patented technology. It is the #1 tool. In fact, I was just talking to my Sephora buyer tonight at Sephora, Nordstrom, Neiman Marcus. We get questions all the time, is this the same tool that I'm seeing in the market at my physician's office? Yes, it's the same GloPRO, but the most incredible bundle.
Well, that also, when you see these results, are the recipient of a Allure Best of Beauty, a new Beauty Best of Beauty award that you've seen in Vogue, Cosmo, and Forbes. I always think when a beauty product is in Forbes, that's another moment where it's like, you go girl, because that is notoriously a publication that doesn't really write about beauty.
So true.
You know, and so that's, I feel like, one of those moments where it's like you see the hard work, you see the dedication, and you see the impact that it's had on the beauty industry, but now you're looking at it just here on your complexion after 30 days. And when you think about 30 days doing this 3 times per week for only 60 seconds, I think about how long does it take me to brush my teeth? It's 2 minutes and it's gone in a blink of an eye. To deliver results like this that I personally look at, and it's like if you're doing, we're spectating, you know, we're at the Derby. We're like, who has the best skin? Look at the tone. Look at the signs of damage that you can describe in your own mind or your own vernacular of what you would say needs to be addressed in her skin, and then you look at the after. You talk about skin insurance to make sure that your skin's not another day older. This, to me, is a skin investment to make sure you're always aging a day younger.
I love that. I love that mental note. And when you look at this image, this is 3 times a week over the course of a month. So I'm not a mathematician, but that is 12 minutes total. Look at the pores next to her nose in the before. Look at the after. Look at the nose to mouth lines that we were able to clinically prove plump out almost 30% in 30 days. You can physically see it. Look at the texture along the jawline. Look, creeping onto the neck, the skin discoloration. This addresses all 4 of the benchmarks of aging. And what's so exciting is, Courtney, this is without a skincare cream.
Yeah.
This is just the power of your body. Think if you get, you skin your knee, anything happens to your body, what does it do? It naturally regenerates. It naturally rejuvenates. Take a look at this arm. Do you recognize that crepiness up towards the armpit area in the before? Look at the after. This is just GloPRO, and you get that body attachment head.
Do you know what I want to say about this before? Hang with me for just a second, because a lot of times, specifically when it comes to the way that the skin on your body is aged, it's a topical.
Yes.
I am not a responsible user. Like, every time someone tells me you have a 3-month supply, it is gone for me in a month and a half. And I'm like, I just needed it more.
Yes.
My situation was a little more dire. I just can't help it. I appreciate so much that when you get this home with the body roller, you're not having to necessarily topically invest into anything.
Right.
It is a device that is delivering this result. And tonight, for one of the best values that I promise that you will see anywhere, and I say that compared to spas and other curators that can perform this procedure, you have the opportunity to get those same results in half the amount of time, but on your clock, on your watch. When you can spare 60 seconds 3 times a week. One lady that I really like, how she breaks it down. Obviously, she is like a mental coach. She inspires you, Jillian Michaels.
Yes,
she wrote this amazing article a couple weeks ago where she was like, okay, there are 270 hours in a week, and let me break down for you. You spend 40 hours of work, you spend 40 hours here, and then starts to break down where your free time goes. And it turns out you have a lot of it. And I only say that to you in that it may not seem like you have a lot of it, but even on the worst day, when you've had an 18-hour-long day, you may have, my dog is sick right now. At one point today, I had throw up on me. Not proud of it, but it's just where we are in life. I want 60 seconds to literally look days, years younger by each and every single treatment, no matter how long or day or bad the day has become.
That's right. And it's one of those desert island products that honestly, I grew up in this industry. And for over 40 years, my family's lab has made the best of the best skincare. Why we developed this technology, like all great scientific accidents, was we were making these incredible new ingredients, and breakthrough in peptides. My chief biochemist is known as the grandfather of peptides, right? But we found that in a petri dish, not in human form, they worked beautifully. But then you'd put them on human skin and they would get trapped in the upper layers of the skin. So if you're a gardener, you can understand this analogy with microneedling, is we had to create vertical exfoliation points, vertical access points for all of those incredible ingredients that we pay for, instead of just topically sitting on the skin, finally able to drink and perform. So it does 2 incredible things naturally, stimulates that regeneration response, that beautiful bounce back to the skin. But even more importantly, use it after you wash your face, before you apply your skincare, and now your skincare seeds, your ingredients, can finally get down to where they can work.
Well, and that's a great point, because you don't just sprinkle the seeds on the top. You have to sow them.
You have to. Otherwise, they just condition the skin. They can't actually build the bounce back. So all this advanced technology needs a home. If you just picked up that beautiful Paracone configuration, give it a home. The efficacy is so much more dramatic. You'll feel it in the skin. In fact, you could put a topical on the skin, which I'll do in just a moment, with GloPRO and without, and you'll see it drink into the skin when you create the channels. So GloPRO, and I'll just show you with these yummy little candies we've been snacking on back here. Pretend that these jellies are layers of your skin, right? I'm super visual, so this just makes sense to me. So before GloPRO was invented, we knew that to really help wake up these engines down here, we had to remove this skin, right? So we had lasers, chemical peels, microdermabrasion, lots of downtime, super expensive, multiple treatments to get rid of all of this so we could wake this up. Well, my father in his brilliance said, wait a second, instead of horizontally stripping off the skin, why don't we vertically, and pretend that this silver instrument is one of these 540 painless, super fine little microneedles? What if we gently part these skin cells and create these access points? And that's what this does. There's 540 of this stainless steel little microneedles, and all they do is create these little channels that wake up these critical layers of the skin. And what's exciting is these channels, they remain open for about 5 minutes. This is when you apply those topicals immediately after, so they can drink into the skin and be effective. That's what's so exciting. Your skin is brilliant at keeping things out. fantastic, and that's awesome, except for the 60 seconds a day when we put our expensive serums and creams on that really need the opportunity to get to where they can be effective. And doesn't it for you just make sense? Because you think, gosh, you know, why are there women that are 65 and they still look 65 yet they're using all this stuff?
Yeah.
Well, maybe the stuff can't get to where it needs to go to work.
Absolutely.
And that's what you'll see.
Well, and that's what I think makes every situation's different. I want to just remind you, we have colors. I forgot to mention that in all my excitement. Because quite frankly, when something works this well, you're like, I'll take it in any color you have. Okay, thanks, bye. What you need to know is we have 3 colors. So this right here is going to be your blush. We also have an aqua, and then we also have for you the gray that you see right here. And can you just break down everything that comes in this set?
It's wild and crazy.
We're going to show you how to use it, but those are your color choices.
It's wild and crazy. So every tool is the same, whether you get it in the blush marble, the gray marble, or the aqua marble. What would match your bathroom? I mean, it's like bathroom jewelry. You know, what would match you and your lifestyle the best? I think we're the most limited on the Carrera, the gray marble.
Yep.
But typically when you buy GloPRO, you'll get the device and you'll get the face attachment head, right? So this is all over the face, the décolleté, the back of the hands, the neck.
Well, and that's on BeautyIQ.com right now for $199.
Yeah, it is, and everywhere. If you go to Nordstrom, Neiman, Sephora, $199 just for the tool. So again, this is a limited quantity, a limited edition, and when it's gone, it's gone. Then you're also receiving our #1 attachment head. This is the body head. This is like economy size, my friends. So if you have the mommy marks, if you have the crepey skin like you just saw on the back of the arm, this is brilliant. The needles are a little bit longer, still totally painless. You can see just easy breezy, painless. But there's a little bit wider, shaped a little bit differently to address the body. The body skin is a bit different because it has more lipid, which is a nice way of saying fat on the skin.
Great.
So we need to kind of work through that to help smooth the texture, smooth the tone, but this fits onto your tool. So you can see the body's a little bit wider, the face is a little bit narrow, you're receiving both. And on top of that, you're also getting a full size of our skin prep pads. We cannot keep these in stock. I'm telling you, we are just now back in stock nationally. This also comes with your bundle. Why are these important? There's a special peptide in these pads, and you'll just swipe one over the area of the skin. I don't know if these are open, and I can show you what those are like. And what it does is that peptide is really cool because it gets rid of any of the junk on your skin. So after I wash my face, I swipe one of these prep pads over the skin, and it kills any of the junk on your skin. We use these in the medical office as well, just to make sure if someone coughed on you, who knows what, you know, just something weird. I'm sorry, I'm like such a germaphobe. So you just swipe the body, face, everything with those prep pads just to make sure, and they are optional, but I love them because I know I got everything off the skin.
Yes.
And then I GloPRO, and it's 60 seconds. 60 seconds for the body. I want you to take that body head above the kneecaps for that crepey skin.
Yeah.
I want you to take it on the tummy. I've had 3 little ones, and I'm telling you what, I got back into my favorite white bikini. I wore it this spring, again, in Bora Bora, where we went on our honeymoon. And
me too. Oh my gosh.
yeah, it's the best. And I'm telling you, I got back into that from this tool because it's not a working out thing. It's a skin issue.
Yes.
There's no workout for the skin above your knees.
That is so true.
Right?
And there is not an infinite amount of carrots that you could eat to help address any of that.
Exactly.
You know, even if you could. And so tonight, this set that we put together for you in choice of blue, aqua, or gray adds up to $291.52, which, by the way, doesn't even come close to the price of microneedling if you were to have it done.
$300.
Just go Google it. It's the world's most depressing treatment because you'd figure out a way to make it work. You're like, should I just sell my car so I can have great skin? That's okay.
But people do it.
Yes.
It's the #1 treatment in the spa because it works.
Yes, and you know what? Great skin is not a vanity thing.
No,
Great
it's
skin
skin health.
is that coat of armor that you wear all the confidence and, dare I say, sheer joy in the way that you live your life every single day. And so if you've heard of the benefits of microneedling, tonight's the night to do it because we have the treatment for your body, but also your skin. And remember, when you start to see these before and after, first of all, GloPRO is a clean beauty brand with their topicals, but this is not using anything topically. This is just using the device itself for 60 seconds, 3 times a week.
It is. Look at the power of your body, especially if you have thin, crepey skin. This is for you. Why? As you age, your skin, the upper stratum corneum, that's the upper layer of your skin, starts to thin out over time. So you have to give it the firmness back. This is clinically proven to help restore that firmness. So take a look at this. There's 15, 20 little fine lines around the eye area and the before. Look at the after. That's without her eye cream. Nothing. In the clinical trial, they are only allowed to use GloPRO, nothing else. That is the power of your body. That is the tool triggering your skin's own rejuvenation response to make that happen.
And you know what's interesting? Like